This is Amazing Kong, and you are listening to In Your Head.
All right, and we are back once again. Now we are joined by TNA Knockout. I would say one of the best female wrestlers in the last decade or longer. We've got Tara on the line. How are you doing?
I'm great, and I would have to actually agree with you on that.
Exactly.
So I hear I'm here for a couple questions from you, but my question is for you. You know, who's your favorite female wrestler, and why am I?
Oh man! Oh,
and I guess you love that. That's my favorite line, and that I stole from Rob Conway, who trained me back in the past. So credit to him, but I'm using that. I'm stealing that line.
You mean Rob Conway would ask people who your favorite knockout is, and he would say, "And why am I?"
Yes, exactly. Because he's a little metrosexual.
Yeah, definitely. He's a pretty good-looking guy.
But thank you for having me on. And
nice
very excited.
Yeah, we will let everybody know you got a big show coming up October 8th. We're going to be take on former TNA Knockout Sojo Bolt. And that's for Remix Pro Wrestling. Got the link on the website, remixprowrestling.com. And it's for a good cause, too. It's for the Humane Society.
Yeah, the Humane Society of the Ohio Valley. So I'm super excited about that. You know, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I'm big-time Humane Society. I'm huge into animals. This is such a good cause. I feel really good about it. And Sojo Bolt, you know, we have a lot of history. She was the first friend I made when I went over to TNA, Impact Wrestling. And she was the sweetest thing, but you get her in the ring, and things change tunes really quick. I've only had one match with her. That was it during my, her stay. Well, she was there before I was, but we only had one match together. And I was so bummed because I was looking forward to having, some future matches together or as a tag team or something like that. And next thing I know, she was gone. I was so sad, so I was kind of left alone on the road, you know. So I was kind of, losing my BFF. But I'm super excited to face her this October 8th. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's at Marietta, Ohio. And like I said, we'll have the link off the website. And actually talk about BFF and being on the road. I was watching your some YouTube videos, and I guess your new best friend is Miss Tessmacher.
Yes, she's awesome. I think it started off as a rib, as a joke. Like they were like, we're both kind of. I try to put it pleasant on the YouTube video, but we are very loud and kind of obnoxious. And when they put us together, we're like, oh my gosh, they have no idea what they just did. And I think, in our locker room, they have like a little door between a couple rooms, and it's normal to have the door shut when her and I are in the locker room because we're super loud and very obnoxious and pranksters. So I was super happy about this, and she's come a long way. She did go to wrestling school in the past, and when she was with WWE, and she didn't really get to showcase. They put her in that dancing group, and she didn't really get to showcase her wrestling skills. And so now, it's nice to be able to see a different side of her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and she's with me, and I'm trying to take her under my wing and teach her some tricks and teach her what it's like to be in this business. You know what I mean? She's still pretty much of a rookie, kind of green, know?
And she does have one of my favorite finishers, the Ass-tastic.
The Ass-tastic, yes. Yeah. She has the best bum in the business. I cannot tell you, I'm straight, but when I'm distracted, when I watch her wrestle, I'm distracted by her rear end because it's so perfect. There's no cellulite. It's just padow and just she's put together. She works out really hard though. She's not genetically gifted. She has to work out hard for it. So because we were saying, how old are you? That's why you have that body. She goes, I work out 4 hours a day. And I'm like, oh, okay. But anyways, I'm really happy to be partners with her. Really. Yeah.
Now, I'm sure, sometimes they push somebody just because they look good, but you said you took her, under your wing. How important is the looks to wrestling? How important is the in-ring work? Which is more important?
it is entertainment. I like to stress that, and I think it's a package deal. Fit Finley in the past said the best wrestlers don't get TV time, and my experience from my past for my skills and how hard I worked at my wrestling skills wasn't as appreciated as the girls that look like, a model,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very frustrating, but that's part of hey, people want to see some good-looking women on TV, and who am I to say, no, you want to watch wrestling, you know what I mean? But I think TNA, Impact Wrestling, does showcase different realms of the women. When I first joined, Awesome Kong, ODB, Sojo, who else was there? Tracy Brooks. Mm-hmm. We just had the beautiful people. It was just like a mix of people, and it was so refreshing to see not the cookie cutter, long hair, blonde hair, blue eyes girl next door. It was really refreshing to come to a division that had so much to offer, and it made me feel good. I was like, wow, man, see, wrestling does matter on this side. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's nice that we're more like the women's division on Impact have a little bit more free range of what we do in the ring. It's not like, hey, you have 5 minutes, only do 5 minutes. They're like, well, how much time do you want? That kind of thing. When I first came there, I was like, well, how much time do I have in the ring, on TV? They're like, you just do what you want to do. And I was like, what? And I was kind of lost because I was like, I need rules. I was so used to having rules and structure,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so refreshing. I was like, well, am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to do this? I was so like walking on eggshells from the past that when I came into TNA, it was, I was just like, oh my gosh, the women's division is completely looked at as differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was one of the big impacts. It was main evented by Gail Kim and Awesome Kong.
Yes, and I'm proud to say that Mickie James and I got to do a main event as well.
Yeah.
And that was that cage match, and I was like, and I never did a main event,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, man, I love this company. It was, that's when I started really paying attention. Gail Kim and Awesome Kong's match was, I never watched. I'll be honest, I didn't watch TNA, and when I heard about how, I'm good friends with Gail, and I heard about Kong, I never met her before. And I heard the buzz about it, and I was like, God, I have to see this. And I was downloading it, watching it on TV, on the computer.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I would just love to. This is awesome. This is what a wrestling match. And then I finally got to wrestle Kong, and man, I'll be honest with you, when I first met her, I was terrified. I was like, this girl's not going to like me.
Yeah.
She's not going to like me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And very sweet, but then I found out I was like, I have a match against her, and then she went and talked to me, and we, it's business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I can't even tell you. I was so happy. I've been truly happy. Recently, Brooke Tessmacher and I haven't been, I'm not at TV. We were supposed to have TV today in Tennessee, and we weren't brought in for 2 TVs. And I'm hearing, on Twitter, a lot of people are like, wow, you haven't been used a lot. And I'll be honest, it's frustrating, but I've been making my voice known, to the people I work with, my bosses and everything like that. So hopefully the squeaky wheel gets oiled,
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Which we don't get punished for speaking up over here. So it's really nice. So I just told them, I want to be used. I'm not here. The belts are not jewelry for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the championship, and I'm here to defend it. I'm not here to just look pretty with this around my waist.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm hoping they use this a little bit more after the Bound for Glory.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to bring this up because on one of your videos you talked about the PWI 500 top 50, and you're just kind of joking that you should have been number 1, but at the same time you're serious that that your attitude should be, if you're in the business, you think you're the number 1 person.
Like I said, you can, and I hope you plug this in. I'm on YouTube, and you just plug in Real Lisa Marie, and you can find my YouTube page.
Yeah,
and I'll be touching base on this interview as well as the Remix Pro Wrestling on there too. But I think if you're in this business, you aim to be the best athlete, the best competitor, and you're not there to be second best. You know what I mean? You're there to be noticed. You're there to be number one. And if you are in this business and you don't, I'm fine with being ranked number 8 with PWI. I wasn't fine. And the guy that did it, Frank Cruda, he emailed me and said, I think I'll be happy with your ranking on PWI. And I said, I won't be happy unless I'm number 1. Mm-hmm. And he goes, well, then you might not be happy. You know what I mean? But every year I said, if I'm not number 1, I'm not happy, Mm-hmm. And, I kind of joking, but kind of serious,
Exactly.
12 years I've been doing this and trying to better myself every year. Being 40, I still am competing with the 20-year-olds, you know what I mean? And mm-hmm. I don't see myself ever getting so broken down where I can't perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when that does happen, I will not be in the business. I don't want to walk down that ramp, people feeling sorry for me. Oh, remember how badass she used to be? I'm not going to be one of those people. I'll be still the best mm-hmm. coming out,
Yeah.
So.
Just want to say real quick, to that issue of PWI with the top 50 women, also has the In Your Head interview in there with Bill DeMott. So
no.
Everyone should
blow our own horn.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
I haven't heard your partner even speak.
Yeah, sure. You got a question?
Of course I got a question from the chat room. Crystal, she wants to know who would be your dream opponent who you haven't ever wrestled.
Well, Crystal, you haven't been watching my YouTube. I did touch base on that on one of my 5 questions. My dream match was China. I started salivating when I found out she was coming to TNA. That was my dream match. She got me into, she was the one that recommended me to WWF at that time. And she was always my dream match. She's a legend. She's, kind of paved the way for girls that are not cookie cutters, mm-hmm. models and stuff like that. And when she was gone from TNA, I was like, oh my God, what, are you serious? I was so excited. All of us girls were like, oh my God, I want to wrestle her next, but, I don't see her coming back to wrestling anytime soon. But if I had a choice, Eve Torres, I mentioned, she's a good friend of mine, and her and I do both take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and we're both very, very competitive. And I guarantee if that match was booked, I think it'd be an amazing match. Mm-hmm. But of course, I end up winning. You know that. It's just a giveaway. Right? Yeah. I just it's a training session for her. It's on me.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I know you've talked about MMA before. If MMA was real big when you were starting to get into wrestling, do you think you would have pursued it?
I did say yes. I did an AOL interview saying I probably would have chose that just because of my competitive nature. I look at the sport now probably back then I would if I would have taken classes when I was a lot younger, mm-hmm. Like BJJ and Muay Thai and all that kind of stuff. I would have been not just happy doing tournaments. I would have pursued MMA. I know my personality. I know how I am, and I probably would have went that way. But I look now how women are not appreciated in that industry, which is a shame because they still draw people to the show. People want to see a good chick fight, and it's kind of sad because I did go to the Strike Force fight, mm-hmm. and in the past, and I went to go watch the girls, and the champ that lost that match, like a week later got released, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, well, I guess it's not just wrestling industry.
Yeah.
I guess it falls into MMA as well. So, but for me, I did tear my right elbow in that cage match with Mickey, mm-hmm. and kind of took me out of the competition. I kind of had to look at realistically. I'm avoiding that, Tommy John surgery on my elbow.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to. I don't want to risk anything that's going to take me out of wrestling because wrestling still is my passion and my love.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Real quick about that match. There was a lot of matches that you don't really see from the women a lot. It was the cage match, Falls Count Anywhere match, and I really liked the big brawl
Yeah.
that involved all the knockouts. I thought that was really a cool moment and impact. Does that make you proud if you're doing something out of the norm that you get to see all the time?
Yeah, it's awesome that we, for me, I've had a lot of like unusual matches, like hardcore matches, Chicago Street Fight, the cage match. I've yet to have a ladder match. I think I did have a ladder match, but they were there just for, it wasn't truly like a ladder match. They were there just on the side, and ODB and I used it, but not for what they were supposed to be used for.
Yeah.
But it's very. You take it as like when you get booked on those as an honor that you can do those matches, but at the same time, I remember every time they would tell me you have a cage match or you have this or you have a hardcore match, I used to say, are you serious? Are you joking? Because women are generally not given those matches, every day. And they're like, no, I'm serious. Why do I have a funny look on my face? And I was like, no, I just never know when you guys are serious or you're joking, because I'm ready to do a cage match if you want me to do a cage match, But it is terrifying. I'm going to be completely honest. The nerves backstage, pacing back and forth, almost about to throw up because the injury level, you're risking injury, and, one tweak can end your career. That's the scary part. And at the same time, you don't want to go in half performing because you want the fans to walk away said, oh my God. For us girls, we're like, oh my gosh. We want them to walk away, man, that was better than a guy's match. We take pride in that,
Definitely.
But it's not. But those are exciting and thrilling, but scary. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't want to be a musclehead and thinking I can do it, but I can do it. But there is fear in my head.
Yeah.
Well, we let everybody know October 8th, you versus Sojo Bolt.
That's it. I can go 5 more minutes, baby. I can go 5 more minutes.
All right, 5 more minutes.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. This is a very interesting conversation. I'm actually enjoying myself. It's really nice because a lot of like interviews on radios, a lot of people, they don't know the history of wrestling, so they're like, so what do you do? Mud wrestle? And that's the biggest insult, to a female wrestler. It's so insulting. Jack, I'm telling you, it's really insulting. It makes us feel bad about ourselves. And lingerie matches. Do you hold the cards, for the ring, which match you're on? And I'm like, do you even watch our program? But
you think they can do a little bit of homework, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I really do. Are you guys going to be there at the show?
No, I'm not. I'm in Massachusetts, but
oh, that stinks.
Yeah. I'd love to. We're always promoting Remix Pro Wrestling. They always have, another thing about Remix Pro Wrestling. A lot of times they headline with a women's match.
They have what?
A lot of times their shows are headlined by a women's match.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Also, I'm reading like this is. I'll be honest with you. I was clueless about being this #1 contender match for the women's title, and I'm actually looking forward to face Sarah Del Rey. I've never ever wrestled her in my life. So that'd be pretty awesome and very history making. I always wanted to face her.
I also bring her up because I think you two girls would be great together.
I think so. I think it'd be a natural chemistry in the ring. I really do. But also, who else is going to be there that night? Tommy freaking Dreamer.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, he's like one of my BFFs in the business, believe it or not. We're both crazy, and he has a top 5 ranking of the top 5 craziest, a top 10 list of the craziest. And I ranked, I think, number 4, and I think I got bumped by somebody. Now I'm number 5. And I was like, I don't think I'm that crazy. And he goes, you're nuts. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. Look at him. He's calling me crazy. God. But anyway, it's going to be a great show, and I'm super excited. It makes me feel better that it's all the proceeds go to Humane Society.
Yeah.
So now I'm super stoked about it.
And Tommy will be taking a break from kissing sailors at the pier for 50 cents.
You like that? Did you like that?
Yes,
yeah, I got several text messages. After that, and then Chavo too, because Chavo and I are pretty tight in the past too. They're like, the people don't know too, like in our business, I think they think that we're all like attracted to each other, but it's more like a brotherly, sisterly, because we kind of know too much about each other after working with each other for a while, and you become brotherly, sisterly relationship. So when you get tight like that, then the pranks start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm super excited about this, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
We have a lot of people online trying to talk to you. We're going to take one caller here. Christine,
Yeah, sure.
Christine, you're the lucky caller. You get to ask Tara a question.
Hi, Christy. How are ya?
Good.
How are you? Good. What's your question?
I actually talk to you on Twitter a lot.
What's your Twitter name?
Edward Bella 21.
What is it?
Edward Bella 21.
Oh my gosh, yes. We both love Vampire Diaries.
I thought that was
Yeah.
a Twilight reference.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're speaking right now. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a big Twitter follower, and then I talk to you almost every day on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Oh my gosh,
Yep.
I'm so glad that we finally got to talk.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh my God, see, Jack and 1 inch bicep, you made magic happen here.
Aw. It makes us proud.
Okay, what's your question, hon?
What's one of the crazy things that you and Miss Tessmacher do?
What's the craziest?
Yeah.
Well, did you see our YouTube thing? How we are in the hotel room, kind of goofy and jumping on the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're one of those kind of people that you never know what. You know what? It's so funny you say that. A lot of people are scared to hang out with us because we're kind of spur of the moment people and very loud. So we are the type that we hear a good song in the middle of a classy restaurant and we'll just get up and start dancing. Those kind of people, the really stupid, silly kind of sense of humor. You would think that we're 13 years old. So, I think, I don't act my age for sure. Evidently, because I watch Vampire Diaries and all the shows that you like too, right?
Yeah.
Christine and I are both Team Damon. If you guys don't watch, you must watch. He is a hottie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's a dreamboat. He is a dreamboat.
I was screaming when he was on the Emmys.
Yes, the Emmys. Yes,
I was screaming. I'm like, oh my God.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Is this the guy that was to be on Lost?
What is it?
Is this the guy that was on the first season of Lost?
Was he on Lost?
All right, I know.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
He played Boone.
Okay. Huh?
He played Boone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my! And we're both also Twilight fans too, just to kind of ruin your guys'. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I totally breaking your guys'? Yeah, I'm not that. Yeah, we are Edwards, and we're both. I'm not that tough image now. I'm ruining it for you, right? Now you want Sojo to beat my butt, right?
Who's on Team Sojo? Who's on Team Tara? That is the question.
Yes, Team Tara, exactly.
This week, I just met Mickey. This past weekend.
Pardon?
I just met Mickey this past weekend at a house show.
Oh, isn't she sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I also
really nice.
talked to her on a radio show, too.
Oh, you did? But how are you lucky on this? You're getting... And I talked to you... I answered one of your questions on the VIP chat room.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, you're so lucky, honestly.
This is a true story here. She called in 33 times tonight, so I had to take her.
She did?
Yes.
Oh, bless your heart. Oh, my gosh. Well, hon, hey, if you send me your address on Twitter, but not public.
Yeah.
Put your address public. Why don't you send it to my fan mail, your address, and I'll send you a picture, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And for all you guys that don't have my fan mail,
I don't remember it.
It's reallisamarie.com. And remember, the address is on there. It's on that site. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for calling,
Just
Christine.
you. You're the only one that's going to get a free one. And now all the listeners. I'm sorry, I cannot do that.
I'm not getting a free photo.
Well, I'll give you guys one. Because you guys are good sports.
Thanks.
And you made her wish came true. That's nice. Aw.
Thanks for calling,
Well,
Christine.
thanks. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you on Twitter, okay? Okay. Have a good night.
Oh, that was a good call. I'm glad we took it.
Yeah, it's so sweet that she dyed her hair. She put a streak of red in her hair. She had her mom do to to have her hair like mine.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is how like I'm a Twitter addict. So yeah, people make fun of me about how much I'm on Twitter. And I'm like, I don't know where you guys think I'm out partying all day. I work out and do my errands, but then I'm back on Twitter, and then I'll go back out doing errands.
Yeah. I just say that video with you and Tess Mocker where she's bouncing on the bed, that kind of reminded me how me and Incher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's like people think that we're just like, I think they put us like, we're quite normal, like have the same sense of humor as other people. I think they think that we think that we're too good for certain things. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't think Angelina Jolie would do that. You know what I mean?
Right,
but she's probably more crazy than we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did have like a vial of blood around her
You
neck.
never know what happens behind closed doors. I'm telling you, with wrestlers, we're the worst.
Oh, I hear a dog bark in the background. He's telling you that.
It's my baby. It's my baby.
What kind of dog you have?
But I have 2 dachshunds and a pit bull.
Okay.
They're all females and rescues. So I'm big into that too.
Yep. So again, we let everybody know Marietta, Ohio, and that's October 8th.
Remix Pro Wrestling, October 8th, for Forewarned, Tara versus Soul Joe Bolt, and you got Tommy Dreamer versus Chance Prophet and other goodies. So I hope you guys come out there and support us, or make some donations to the Humane Society of Ohio Valley.
Definitely. And I gotta say, anybody who doesn't know Chance Prophet, I'm really a big fan of his. He's from West Virginia, like the Inch Band. And he adopted a whole new gimmick where he's got the face paint and stuff, and he's a really talented guy.
It's kind of scary. He's scary looking.
Really talented.
Gosh.
Like that guy.
Yay. Well, I'm excited. So I appreciate your guys' interview and being patient with me and letting me talk I'm a big talker, and it's hard probably for you guys to get a word in.
Oh, that's
right. But
it makes it a lot more. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But thank you guys so much, and you guys, if you guys aren't following me already, please follow me on Twitter at Real Lisa Marie, and I will be answering questions on there too.
Excellent.
Yay!
Really appreciate you coming on. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, Jack, and thanks 1 Inch Bicep. I appreciate it, and I look forward to working with you guys again.
Cool. Can we just keep you here for a second?
Yeah.